down to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will have first crack at this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down. And the quarterback does. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Stanford's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it inside the tag. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do that.
Coach was bad at that.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Fox. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Looking to fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle, it's Hall. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Rushes on him. There he goes. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. He wants to change this route. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Cardinal! Fitting in the window for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. And defenses can't cover it. That last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Smith. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Slips a tackle. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Kentucky right back to the line.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
He'll do it himself. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Finds his target down the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wideout. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Huge play there into plus territory. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Here comes the heat. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They go to the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out.
Robin, is it? Never mind. I know you.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead down a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan.
Got it in the middle. It's Cole. Turns it on in midfield.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guy.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Bray. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to take off. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Stanford 17, Kentucky 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Continues to fight for yards. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Stanford! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play 1 of the second half to start it. And he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
24, Kentucky 21.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Bray. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. On the ground, it's Bray. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Fox. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on 1st down, 2nd, and 3rd. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed.
Just steamrolling the defense. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Fires to the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Slams it ahead. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Wildcats buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds all the way up at the 46-yard line. Kentucky going quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. At the 35, he's open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pitch it. Oh, better look out. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Hall. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got room to work. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Shoots it to the left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Looks as if... an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on 2nd down. This time on target.
Look, it's a nice game, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you got to be throwing at least to the 1st down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky 1st down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The hurry up now. 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Skinner. Pushed down for the tackle. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Skinner. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Fears the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one is picked up in the end zone. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for...